Mark, your first competitive match as under-23s manager with Jake, and you take the lead, although falling to a 3-1 defeat. We looked like the better side up until we scored. Is that how did that first half look to you?
Did a lot of defending, but I thought we pressed well. I thought we defended well. They didn't really get in behind us. They had some good movement. They passed the ball well. I think we contained them very well, and we're just trying to catch them on the counter break. And yeah, Musa scored a fantastic free kick.
Then obviously they score. Louis Simbind, and then carrying on to the second half. That's when they score their second and their third. How much of an impact did that have? That man less.
Yes, it's killed us, to be fair. Again, we just talked about it in the change rooms. It's a little bit of petulance. It's cost us 3 goals because we've conceded all 3 when we were down to 10 men. We've talked about it doesn't matter if it's a poor refereeing decision. If the linesman's made a mistake, we still have to deal with the ball. And unfortunately didn't deal with that. And even though there was a questionable offside in the build-up, there was still at least 2 or 3 passes that could have been cut out, and that goal could have been prevented.
Okay, so then just on that, how was that game in comparison to how you want the team?
We've worked on the defensive shape really. We haven't done too much in possession or in a pressing sense. So we were just concentrating on defensively, how the back three played together, how the wing backs played, how they connected with the midfield. Again, a few decisions that the lads are making that we need to just iron out, especially just playing with 1 striker up against a 3. But overall, I think they did well. Just then, obviously, we conceded 3 goals. But other than that, I thought it was a very even match.
I look at Matty Ingham playing in midfield. It's the first time I've seen him play in midfield this season. Does that kind of sum up that like you are still finding out about this team?
Yeah. To be fair, we were light in midfielders. We had a couple of injuries. Got 4 or 5 injuries, a few pullouts. So yes, very very light in midfield. Harry had to play alongside Sam, and then just to give Jacob some minutes so we could have a look at him. We just pushed Matty just as a holding midfield. His role doesn't really change from centre half into that holding midfielder really. And again, I thought he done quite well in there.
Obviously, Sam makes his first team debut on Tuesday. I mean, that pathway is clear. Rossi was here again tonight. How pleased are you for Sam? First of all?
Yeah. Obviously, I've only known him for a short while. But yeah, it's fantastic. But for me, more than that is that it shows the rest of the lads that there is that pathway. And if they reach the standards, and Rossi is looking, he's been to a few of our games now, he's looking, and they will come up.
And then, just finally, on the other end of the spectrum, like you mentioned, Harry Emery makes his first competitive start for 23s as well. What did you make of his performance?
He did well. It's probably quite a big step. So it'll be a nice learning curve for him. He's got a good 60-70 minutes at this level. My first time I've seen him really. I had a good look at him. So he did well.
Thank you, Mark.
Cheers. Thank you.
Top man. Thank you.